Hey y'all, it is me, Peyton. I'm coming at you from Tennessee. I have the camera set up outside so y'all can see some of the yard, a little tiny sliver, but it's pretty. It is pretty here. So I thought I would wrap chapters 9 and 10 together because they're very short. Like, chapter 9 is a page and chapter 10 is a page. So, we're about to breeze through 2 pages of this book called It's Not Meant to Be a Secret. God Wants to Speak with You by Nathan French. I love this book. I couldn't speak highly enough about it. I actually have y'all sitting on my other copy. That is getting retired as soon as I finish these little trainings that I have set up for it. So that's why I have a second copy here for this, because I needed it. So March 11th, Japan earthquake. After the earthquake and tsunami hit Japan, the Lord said, "My peace is upon you. You wonder why disaster strikes this world. Many lose their lives, many lose everything they possess, torn from their reach, while others sit in comfort watching. I am just a God. Rain is set to fall on the just and the unjust. My wrath is also released on the godless systems of this world, but it all works together for good. Many will realize how fragile life is and turn to me for answers and salvation. Others, driven by my compassion, will reach out in love to lend a hand. Some will send financial support. Others will give their lives for the cause of restoration. I allow problems and then offer solutions. Great times of pain bring new opportunities for a new perspective and shift to dependence on me. Do you not know it is I who put the world together and designed its elements? Why should I stand by and do nothing when evil is so predominant on this earth? I will not be mocked. Whatever a man sows, he will also reap. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, he will also reap. For he who sows to his flesh will of the flesh reap corruption. But he who sows to the Spirit will of the Spirit reap everlasting life. Galatians 6, verses 7 and 8. Then we go to the next chapter. I told you they're short. This one, Isaac. Lord, what would you say about my nephew Isaac? Isaac is very special to me. He has such a tender heart, like his father. It is one that is very rare in the world. His ability to be selfless, to give to others, even to feel another's pain. This boy's laughter will bring healing to restore those who are hurting and broken, and I will release my faith through his mouth of joy. Unusual recovery will be observed in the presence of my joy released through Isaac, and you have not even begun to see the miracles that will transpire as a result. Even at a young age, he has my power flowing through him in great measure. I have also given Isaac an increased measure of discernment to decipher the things of the Spirit. He will know what evil is operating and have the ability to call it out. He is shy, but I am rising up boldness in him, so that when the time is right, he will speak my words of freedom. I delight in the way that he plays with others, unselfish and so loyal. He doesn't want to hurt anyone, and he is careful to share with caution. I smile often as I check on his well-being. He is truly a delight to me. I will pour out on him my full measure. And that's the end of that chapter, literally. So let's talk about the first one. You know, the wonder why disaster strikes the world, while God just sits by and watches. This is a thing I have heard a lot. People have a tendency to get what I call church hurt about this. If something tragic or detrimental happens, they often wonder why and what kind of God would do this, blah, blah, blah. That is exactly what the enemy wants you to think and turn to. But like he said in this chapter, there are people that are going to reach out in faith because they did have things from them. There are going to be people that, donate time and money and resources and even their lives to help rebuild and restore. And Genesis 50 verse 20 does say, like, whatever is, meant for evil in this world, God is going to take it and turn it around into something good. And, sometimes he can't control things like weather manipulation or things like that. I mean, he can, but he lets them happen because he Genesis 50:20s those situations. And that has to get the enemy's goat more than just him stopping him in his tracks. Just him letting him continue on, and then having those people have enough faith to, like, fix things and come together as a community. The devil does not see that kind of stuff coming, so it bothers him. So in times of trouble, reach out to each other. We are better together. I'm telling you, we are better together. There's some of us that should still be isolated from the pack, myself included, but I can help with things that my landlord doesn't think of, and she can help with things I don't think of. And so like I said, we are better together. Two heads are better than one. It's true. So we both prefer isolation, which is great, so we can be together but still be isolated. So I know that she's there. She knows that I'm here. We eat and take communion and stuff together and fellowship, but at the end of the day, I have my little space to retire to. She has her little space, and we're good. We're both good with that. We're actually great. So let's move on to the next chapter. He was talking about a particular little boy, but I want you all to remember, I think it was in Matthew, it could have been in Mark, but I do believe it was in Matthew, where Jesus is talking about us having childlike faith. And we're that is the only way really to get into heaven, is to have that kind of childlike faith and be I remember when I was a child, I was so curious about everything. I wanted to know. I wanted to get outside. I wanted to know what was that, stuff with the purple little balls on top. I wanted to know, certain flowers. I wanted to know a lot about different animals. So there was a lot of things that when I was a child, I was very curious about. But when I grew to be an adult, I got busy with life and I did not appreciate the same things that I did as a child, nor was I as curious as I was. So it started with me becoming more curious and diving deeper into the Word myself and into historical Christian writings and extra biblical texts and things like that. Like, I can genuinely say I got super curious, all right? And you don't have to get curious like I got curious. But then I started, like, coming outside when I would do those things, and I, like, really started to notice the world around me again, like when the flowers were happy versus sad. And it's just amazing to realize that every single thing in this world was created for a purpose, ourselves included. So just keep that in mind. Keep your faith childlike, and remember, you have a purpose for being here. So don't get church hurt. I'm sorry if my dog's about to roll over, and I think he's gonna nudge y'all. But don't get church hurt and let things that were, remember, Satan is the god of the air. He's the little g, god of the air. And he's also a loser. But I digress. So, of course, things are going to happen here on this earth that are detrimental and tragic. But God knows the plans He has for us. It's written in Jeremiah 29, verse 11. He knows the plans He has for us. And He can take anything and turn it around and make it something good. So all those natural tragedies or earthquakes or tsunamis, what have you, floods, whatever it is, He can take that and use it for good. And we just need to pray for peace in those people's hearts and that they become curious about Jesus. I love y'all, and until next week, I'll see y'all later.